Hi, my name is Alix, and I'm an adoptee. I'm 57 and I'm in postmenopause. The reason I'm mentioning that I'm adopted was that I was very lucky in my mid 40s to have already met my birth mother, and I asked her about her menopause journey. I said, "Hey, I'm starting to feel some symptoms here. I think I'm in perimenopause. How long did it take you to get to menopause?" And she said, "Oh, I was 56." And I went, "What?" And I'm thinking, "Oh my God, I'm only 44 and I've got 12 more years of this. I need to come up with a plan." So I decided that I would muscle through perimenopause on my own without taking any hormones, and I thought I could do this on my own. And I did to some degree. What that means is I made changes to my diet. I made these changes to my diet mostly because some of the things that I used to eat were either making me bloat or were making me sick. And I needed to figure out how to mitigate that. So, like, for example, I have a glass of wine and then I was up all night and I was having trouble concentrating. I was having these night sweats. I couldn't focus or anything. I also had other symptoms like a metallic taste in my mouth and my nose was running. And I said to myself, okay, this has got to stop. I'm also a runner and my running time started to plummet and I wasn't feeling well. I'd go for a run and I'd come home and sometimes I'd have a full on anxiety attack. And I thought, I have to do something about this. I'm not comfortable in my own body. So then I reached out to my general practitioner and talked to some other runners about how I could feel better. And I have to say, my doctor wasn't very helpful. She was not really willing to have a discussion with me about hormones or menopause, even though we'd have been talking about my perimenopause symptoms the whole time I was going through menopause. She's like, well, you're putting on some weight or you don't seem to be having a lot of symptoms. So she never talked to me about estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone or hormone replacement therapy at all. So I reached out to a couple of friends who are runners and they said, you have got to get on hormone replacement therapy as soon as you can. It changed my life. So I thought, all right, well, maybe I need to consider this. So with that, I went online and I found a service that would give me what I was looking for. And what they do is they say you have to take a couple of blood tests so that we can baseline. And I liked that. I thought that was a really good way to get started. So over 12 years, I've been experimenting with supplements to improve my health, exercises to get my muscles back. And I tried all sorts of products to make my face and skin look better. I'm sure you can relate. I took everything I've learned now and wrote a book, and it's called Make It a Fair Fight, the 3-Step Battle Plan to Win the War Against Menopause Symptoms. And so with my book and my experience, I want to talk about menopause and my menopause journey with all women around the world. I'm a biologist. I'm also a communications expert. So that combination of understanding human biology and understanding how to communicate and get out a good message is part of my secret sauce and why I want all women to be learning about what's happening to their bodies so that you can make some really good sound decisions. I hope you like and follow for more. And thank you for being a part of my personal journey.